Today, the New York Stock Exchange is loosening pandemic restrictions more than a year after coming to a screeching halt. The iconic trading floor closed on March 23rd last year and stayed shut for 2 months. And since then, it's been operating with just limited capacity. MSNBC anchor Ali Velshi joins us now from outside the stock exchange down on Wall Street. Ali, good morning. So the stock exchange is fully reopening to vaccinated people, right, after shuttering 412 days ago. So what is work going to be like for these traders heading back in there?
Well, you know, last March 23rd, it shut down. This floor has been trading for 147 years, and it shut down completely. It then, in May, about a year ago, opened up to partial capacity. And what they're doing today is they're saying they're lifting a lot of the restrictions that had been in place until May. Now, one of the things to remember is this is a trading floor. There are not many trading floors left in the world. The NASDAQ, for instance, is a completely electronic exchange. What they did last March is they went to electronic trading. And in May, they opened up to a little bit of floor trading. Now, what they're doing is they're saying anybody who's been fully vaccinated can come to this floor. They can eat their lunch. They can sit 6 feet away from someone. If everybody in a particular trading firm has been vaccinated, they can increase the capacity on the floor. So the way it's been going is there have been people on the trading floor for the last few months, but about half of the normal capacity. Today, if you meet those rules, you can start to come back. So it won't all happen today, but it's a feeling of a bit of a return to normalcy. They're also going to allow some media back in. There have been people allowed in, guests allowed in for the opening and the closing bell every day. You know, when a new company lists on the stock exchange, the staff of that company, the leadership of that company usually rings the opening or the closing bell. So that's still been happening. But what you're going to see now is something that reflects the area around here, the investment community, New York City at large, something of the beginning of a return to normal, Savannah.
Yeah, so I think you're kind of getting at this right now, but I mean, this has been this record-breaking, really record-making year for the stock exchange. So what's the mood like there right now as they can get back to a little bit of normal?
Well, the mood in the investment community has been pretty jubilant. This has been a wild year for the stock market. If you've got a 401k, if you look at it, your performance is up 30 or 40% over the last year. So trading has happened. Trading's been a big deal. In fact, the argument here is that trading went on just fine, even without traders on the floor. But the mood is good. And I think what it'll help is for people who are able to come back to work. This is a very vibrant group of people on the floor. I worked here for a couple of years doing a show from here. They're a vibrant, energetic bunch of people. And I think they're going to feel good about getting back to business if they can. I remember the very few closures that have occurred in the history of this place, including after 9/11. When it came back, there was a real sense of pride that we're back in business. So I think you're going to see a little of that. I've been keeping an eye on people coming in. It's a small trickle of people for the moment. So it may be that these rules changed last week and not everybody's ready to come to work yet or has the necessary documentation or companies haven't made the plans, but it's starting to happen.
Right, absolutely. And Ali, you mentioned it's been sort of jubilant because of this year being pretty good. But has there been any long-term effect of these restrictions and this access to the stock exchange? And also, what do we know about pre-pandemic operations? Are we going to get back to what that looked like post-pandemic?
Well, that's very good question. There's another very big trading floor in the United States, and that's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They announced last week that they're generally speaking not coming back to normal. For a lot of commodities that they trade, it'll never be traded on the floor again. This is called an open outcry system. It's changed a lot over the years, but it used to be people would use hand signals and yelling to make deals. It's all electronic now, even on the floor, but it's not going to probably get back to the capacity that it used to have. Fundamentally, trading floors are becoming a bit of a relic, but they are symbolic. So what this is today is a return to the symbolic nature of the investment community in Wall Street getting back to work.
All right. Ali Velshi, thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.